back to the Bastards YouTube. Have some more unfortunate injury news this time in the rotation. And it's not exactly news. I guess it's more of an update. Brayan Bello may not be ready to start the season. He was shut down a little over a week ago with forearm tightness. Add that to Garrett Whitlock not being ready, still recovering from hip surgery. So they're working on getting Whitlock, a little bit more mobile. We covered that a few episodes ago if you want to go back a little bit. But you've got your two youngest guys, Nick, and they're the least healthy at the moment.
Better get ready for Josh Winkowski and Cutter Crawfords, because if your young guys are not healthy and your old goats are, as of right now, knock on wood, good. A little scary right there, Terry.
It is. And I asked everyone, I run the Bastards Twitter account. Give that a follow if you're on there. I think we're pretty entertaining and engaging nonetheless. And also, I forgot, also like and subscribe this video. Helps us out immensely. But I asked yesterday to describe the Red Sox rotation using just one word. And my word for it was unsustainable. I mean, you've got your two young guys, like I said, in their early to mid 20s, Bayo and Whitlock, having issues. Then you've got Chris Sale, who's 34, ticking time bomb. Corey Kluber, 37, coming off of a healthy year, so maybe that's optimistic. And then James Paxton, 35. The guys we should be worried about are the ones who just haven't. But here's the other bad news: two of those guys haven't even pitched yet. So your two young guys are already down. I mean, how is this going to work?
It's going to need a lot of depth from AAA. I'm telling you, you're going to see Winkowski's and Cutter Crawfords and Maza, what was his name? Mata, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Those are the names that you're going to need that depth, and you're going to need quality starts from them. You're going to need them. So I'm hopeful that this gets fixed and worked out. I don't think this Bayo injury is too serious. I think we would hear a little bit more from Cora and management if this was of big concern. But it's here comes another week where he's not ramping up and getting ready innings-wise to get that arm ready to start your season. In my eyes, there's no doubt he starts at least on the 15-day DL, probably staying back in Florida to ramp up and get ready. So they're going to need to probably go 2 weeks without him in that rotation, and God knows what with Whitlock. So you need to be battle tested and you need to be ready to go like now.
I could be wrong, but it might be a 10-day DL for pitchers.
It is now. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hitters, it's 15.
Yeah.
But the big concern for me is he did throw off the mound, and that was 2 or 3 days ago. And usually it's the second or third day they wait because they want to see how you're recovering. And that's about what today is. And today's the day where they're like, oh, well, he might not be ready. So what aren't they telling us is what I'm kind of concerned with. And apparently what triggered his forearm soreness was the off-speed stuff. Yep. He was throwing a lot of it, and that's what did it. And he was working all winter with Pedro Martinez. So it's not like he got off the couch, started throwing, and now his arm's a little sore from inactivity. His arm was busy all winter. And
yeah, from every account that Pedro was saying too, from just a lot of talk about the offseason, I mean, he was legitimately living with Pedro, getting the firsthand picking his brain, getting more information about how to be a successful major league pitcher. That's who I would want one of my young guys working with. So it definitely is of concern.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't really want to go into it, but I know you and I agree the Red Sox should go after a former Cy Young winner who could be signed at only $720,000. It rhymes with Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. Bloom's butt is on the line. Like butts are on the line. And other parts of this front office are gonna leave with him.
Yep.
So I know Bauer's a controversial thing. I guarantee you 50% of everybody watching this video right now is gonna probably disagree with us. But
This
you got
isn't to say I disagree with any of the motives and anything that happened with Bauer. Yes, it was an absolute disaster. I am looking purely, much like you, talent-wise. Talent-wise. That's it. An arm that's proven, that has got the job done, who's a competitor like no other, like no other one in the league. Give him that chance. And maybe Major League Baseball is telling all these teams, stay away, stay away. But desperate times call for desperate measures on certain occasions. And this is something that, as of this moment, I would give him the opportunity.
He's a guy who's never been convicted of a crime, never been charged with a crime, I should say, never even been charged.
Correct.
And, he can, I mean, I think you add 6 or 7 wins to your season win total with Trevor Bauer in the rotation.
Yeah.
And you made a good point about Manfred. Maybe, perhaps, I'm only speculating, perhaps there's a lot of influence coming from him to other teams not to touch him.
One of those,
So,
don't you dare sign him. Don't you dare. So
exactly. Yeah, and I mean, put the shoe on the other foot. Do I think possibly the NFL front office influence teams to not bring back Kaepernick? Maybe. I don't know. I'm being fair. But yeah, so we'll see. I did not plan on mentioning that name, but
no, I'm
it's
glad you did, because it's definitely something that should be talked about. And the opportunity could be there.
and I mean, how bad do you want to win? I want to win really bad. And you look at this
Never
rotation
changed in my mentality, and this is somebody that could be a game changer.
you lose Sale or Paxton, then you're going to those minor league guys you really don't want to be
I
starting games.
mentioned 2 of them. I
Yeah,
mentioned those 2. Do I want Trevor Bauer or friggin' Josh Winkowski trotting out the mound? It's a no-brainer, folks. Come on.
it's a no-brainer. So, all right, we'll be back as things continue to develop. What's his name? James Paxton starts tomorrow. That's Friday,
Maybe.
and I think Chris Sale starts on Monday. So we'll see if they can get through the game
Him and
uninjured.
Bubble Wrap.
That's the best thing to do. So take care, everyone.
We'll see.